Hi everyone, I hope everyone are doing well. Let's get this reading going. I have a lot of messages for this reading. As always, only take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, let's see what we need to know for this reading. Wow, yeah. Trusting your intuition. First sign is the sign. The first sign, you gotta let it marinate, right? You gotta sit on it, and I literally just heard guilty until proven innocent. So especially in these corrupted times, it's always good to get your confirmations, double, triple confirmations, right? And trusting your intuition is very important. Yeah, go all in. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that lights your, soul on fire, go all in. The time is now. What are you waiting for? Clean. This is big energy. Clean, getting rid of clutter, just getting rid of items that you don't need, getting rid of items that are not yours, because these items, there's different type of theories when it comes to that, but I believe that it's not necessarily the energy. The item can be cleansed and everything, but it's more like association. Like, so if telepathy is real and the energy is real and we can actually work with that, then whatever you associate with that certain item, that's what you're gonna feed, that type of energy, if that makes sense, right? Of course, there's certain items that hold certain frequency, and it's hard to cleanse those items, like some ancient items, right? So I would be very careful with those type of items. Like, I don't know, I always feel really weird in like antique homes, because you can just feel the vibes, like some creepy items, But then also, just like, let's say your exes leave some items behind and you want to be done with that, it's good to just get rid of them, like give them back, or just send them by mail, or if you don't talk to these people, just get rid of these items, Yeah, dropping the pressure. I am getting that, you always want to do your best, and a lot of people look up to you, but it's important sometimes to drop the pressure and be less of perfectionist and just think of the journey, like the progress, consistency over perfection, right? What I'm getting here, 333. I'm getting that this is for somebody who is about to start a project and you're not sure how it will be received. The advice is to drop the pressure here and just try it out, right? You can always delete it. Please don't delete it, okay? Don't do what I've been doing when I first, let's say, even when I first started doing readings, I was just so self-conscious and insecure about what I'm saying, how I'm saying, and I don't like my voice and all of these things, right? And I kept deleting my videos, and practice makes perfect. So it really just takes some practice. You can get used to a lot of things once you just start going, just keep going and drop the pressure. And people are always going to be judged, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but you will always find somebody who will resonate and who will love what you do and what you have to offer, and even if it's just few people, it's still worth it. That thing is meant for those people specifically. I just seen 444, so this is definitely a message to somebody, okay? Yeah, having long-term vision, working towards that long-term vision. I also just heard, remember why you started. Just do your best, Spirit is saying. Do your best. And when you know better, do better, period. Yeah, there's a lot of effery around you. So you may feel like, what, like some of you guys, you are so deep in certain environment situations that you're like, what is even happening? Like, this is so crazy. Spirit here is saying that just observe, don't absorb. Just observe, know when to remove yourself from certain situations, know your boundaries. Also, sometimes you don't even need to know everything. It's good not to know. I believe it's good to know everything because at least you can assess, you can, you know what's happening, so you know what to do. But sometimes for your own protection, a lot of you guys are like open books, so whatever you see, you don't even necessarily think twice before, like you're so pure and so honest, so you don't necessarily even think twice before you speak, right? Sometimes it's good for you, for your own protection, not to know something, not to know certain things, because these things are very corrupt. These things are something that are not even on your radar. Like if it wasn't, let's say, for your work or for some sort of occupation or whatever, you would not even come close to these people and situations. You would not even be there unless you were getting paid to be there. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you guys are getting paid to be somewhere just so that you can bring peace and balance. So you could bring the balance into certain situations because your energy speaks louder than words. Like your energy is so, it's strong. It's definitely strong. Like, what your energy is like. Some of you guys have very peaceful, calm, laid back energy, and some of you guys have very like fiery and energy, but your energy is always being noticed, and whatever it is, you come in strong. And people, especially when you stand in your authenticity, when you're being, wow, I just heard, when you're being sin free, okay? When you're being sin free, when you don't sin, when you're just doing the right thing, that speaks louder than words. Literally, that speaks louder than words. Like, people can feel God's presence through you, and yeah, a lot of people will feel judged around you, even though you're not judging them, trying to judge them, but they will feel judged because there's something that they're doing corrupt things, right? And that's why they don't like you. They don't want you around. They don't, I just see, heard like closed doors. Like some doors will be closing right in front of you because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to hear. And believe me, it's for your own good. It's because you're not even supposed to be in those situations. These are so low vibrational people and events that it's not even worth spending your time or effort on these type of situations. Okay, just stay out of it. Look, didn't I just say they're jealous of your love and empathy? Yeah, they're jealous of your pure nature and your authenticity. Your strongest frequency is authenticity. These are some cold-hearted people that you're dealing with. Cold-hearted. I had to look up cold-hearted, and it said lack of sympathy, empathy, or sensitivity, acting unkind, cruel, detached, defense mechanism for past trauma. So this is a defense mechanism for past trauma. Desensitized. desensitized to other people's pain and suffer. I'm also getting that there's a lot of people that are like, this is not for everybody, but I'm getting that there's a lot of people who are like kind of out of their, like their souls are not in their bodies 100% because they are poisoning their bodies. So these may be people with addictions or just toxic environments, but it's almost like these souls are like half in, half out. Their environment is so toxic that the soul cannot be in the body or in that environment. And so that's why these people seem cold-hearted. It's like half human. It's not like 100% human even, you know what I mean? This is, I don't know who this is for. This will not resonate for everybody, but you're gonna stay here until you learn. So take it how it resonates, you know? Something here is activating your brain. You might be also drinking like herbs and teas and taking supplements. You might be just practicing your brain muscle, you know, you might be studying something very complex. For some people, I just also heard just like psychology. You're in environments where there's a lot of psychologically a lot of going on, even though it may seem like a calm, let's say, office environment, but then psychologically there's like a lot of going on, and it's like activating your brain, and you're learning from these people and situations, and you're learning how to handle these type of situations. Honestly, my advice would be just stay out of any conflict situations, and obviously sometimes we do have to defend ourselves, but less is more. And I just seen this card. Look at this. Look at this. I wasn't sure what this card was, but it's right there. Less is more, Spirit is saying. So yeah, keep that in mind. The strongest frequency is authenticity. You cannot fight the truth. They cannot fight the truth no matter what, you know. And you know, God has receipts, and there's actual receipts. Like I'm literally seeing like receipts, like text messages, calls being recorded, camera footage. It's strongly giving like, I heard home environment, but I thought of an office environment, like a work environment or something. I'm also getting a store or like a restaurant for somebody, okay? I'm also getting a car for somebody, so I don't know if you'd like drive Uber or Lyft. But if you don't have cameras, like dash cams on your cars, please go get one. The one that records front and the back and the sides too. Magic happens in the state of flow. Yeah, exactly. Just like so much happening, I feel like in this reading, that it's important to remember what is important to you, you know, and just stick to that. And just like, okay, there's a lot of effort happening, but you know, you're gonna stick to what matters to you the most, right? And you're gonna focus most of your energy towards those places, right? So I'm getting somebody's growing business or starting a business here, and that business will take off really quickly and will be very lucrative for you, okay? You just gotta, I'm getting that there is like a very slow start here, but then all of a sudden it will pick up. I just heard will pick up within a year. So a year may seem a long time to somebody, so don't quit your jobs, okay? But I'm getting that your business will pick up within a year and will be very, very successful. Don't take on more than you can handle, more than you can chew, right? You are carrying some sort of huge responsibility, and this responsibility was given to you by God. I also just heard a baby, so your huge responsibility and your top priority is your baby, right? Also heard some sort of project, but this project is yours, not other people's project. That is like secondary, you know what I mean? Your main focus should be on your own project, and then that other job or whatever should support that, you know what I mean? Yeah, just do it. What are you waiting for? I always feel like preparation is just so important, you know. Once you prepared, you know, once you're ready, then you ain't gotta get ready, right? Preparation is just so important, and just manifesting things before they manifest in 3D, right? Planning things and just preparing. I personally like to prepare for the best and the worst at the same time. So, you know, you gotta do some risk management there, you know. You gotta assess and see, you know, what could go wrong, especially if there's money involved, right? So if there's a lot of money involved, I literally just seen somebody taking like 50,000 in loan. You know, unless you have like a very solid business plan, don't do it, okay? It's a start of an ending. Don't do it, okay? Just start small and grow little by little, and you will have less pressure, and you know, you will have better results that way. There's no shortcuts, what I just heard. Whatever you are doing, there's no shortcuts. You would have to go through all the steps, okay? Yeah, you ain't gonna be perfect. Just stay consistent. Also, whatever it is that you are doing, it don't have to be perfect. Just stay consistent, okay? Just keep going, keep pushing, you know, and yeah, energize that project, energize that frequency, you know, energize that dream, that goal of yours, you know. Like nothing goes to waste, and you think that things are going to waste, but let's say I haven't been doing my readings because I'm just so busy with my work, my actual job. So I haven't been doing readings lately, and then I like opened my app, and some of you guys just comment, thank you for the comment. Somebody just commented like that they enjoy my readings, and I was like, oh my god, like I forgot about you guys. Like, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy with my work. Like I'm still getting the messages, you know, I'm still writing my cards and everything, but I just haven't had time to sit down and do it. Yeah, Spirit here is saying just do it, you know. You're always gonna find the right people that, you know, will look for just that. You're always gonna find somebody who will resonate with just that, who will need just that, you know. Yeah, what are you waiting for? The time is now. We live in the now. We manifest in the now. We don't manifest in the future. We manifest now, and the future will catch up, right? You know what I mean? Like we manifest in the moment. It's important to remember, we don't manifest in the future. We manifest now, and then the future is the reward for our manifestation, right? Try to impress yourself, period. You're your only competition, period. I love to look up to people, and yeah, like if you see good role models, if you see somebody who's doing it the right way, you know, get inspired, you know, learn from these people. But eventually, you know, you are your only competition, and you are your own biggest what is it, a block. Like you're standing in your own way, right? In a sense, remember why you started. So a lot of stagnancy stems from fears, right? So drop the fear and drop the pressure, and even if you cannot drop those feelings, you know, just do it anyway, you know. Just try it out and see what happens. I just heard stay on the bright side of things, so like stay righteous. There will be like temptations. I just heard easy money. There will be easy money available to you, or like offered to you, or like a project. I'm specifically getting like, I don't know, I'm specifically getting certain apps that are like, you know, kind of corrupt. And it seems like it's easy money, fast money, but it's a trap, and that will actually block you from a lot of opportunities. I just heard indulgence. Yeah, it will offer you a lot of indulgence, but then it will block you from a lot of opportunities and people, and certain people, they will be judging you for doing that. So just be prepared. I'm specifically getting that you will have a crush on somebody, and if you start doing certain things, like let's say it's like OnlyFans or something, I don't know what it's gonna be, but this is not for everybody, or like strip, I don't know, dancing, whatever. Yeah, nothing wrong with dancing, but as long as, you know, it's moral, up to morals, right? But like, you can be so creative with your projects. Like, you ain't gotta go the lowest route. Like, you ain't gotta go like the most toxic route. Like, God will give you multiple ideas that you'll be able to pick up on, and you'll be able to do whatever you love to do with dignity. This is what I'm hearing, dignity. So make sure that you hold your dignity when you don't fall for the traps, don't fall for the fast money, don't fall for the temptation, don't fall for fake friends. I'm also just heard a manager. You will have somebody reach out to you. I don't know who this is for, but you will know. There will be a manager that's gonna try and reach out to you, or trying to offer you some sort of contract or a deal. Do not take it. Do not take it. It will block you from a lot of opportunities, such as, wow, I specifically just heard like finding a housing, or finding a love of your life, or finding like important things, or like having a family, and just normal life. Like, you won't be able to have normal life if you take this route. So be careful, okay? Spirit is advising you to hold your dignity, because you deserve more. You deserve different, and you right now, as of your status, you are respected in 3D and spirit realms. So Spirit doesn't want you to start doing immoral things for money. You will find a different way, another way. I just heard a beautiful way. Let's say you're a dancer, and you know that you'll make a lot of money at the strip club, you know, you make a lot of money on only whatever apps, whatever, right? Spirit is offering you some sort of different route here, where you can still dance, but you can do it in a way that is not hurting your soul. Okay, if that makes sense. I just heard beautiful. You're beautiful. You will create beauty, okay? Not corruption, okay? Yeah, staying focused. I'm getting that somebody's studying hard for something. Stay focused. It will get a little boring here and there, but you know, you got this. Yeah, somebody here is on internal journey. I was getting this a lot in the past reading too, where it talked about being isolated and going on some sort of internal journey, maybe in the past, reliving certain events and timelines again in order to understand them better, and also simply just enjoy them better. So let's say if you were the happiest when you were a child, you'll have an opportunity to relive your childhood again, and it will be internal journey that many people will not understand, but you know, it is for you to relieve and heal the past. Okay, I'm also just getting something about, let's say, if you lost your parents or grandparents, somebody that you loved, you'll be able to feel very close to them on this internal journey. You'll be able to feel them more and have better memories of them and just really feel like they're here with you. It has something to do with certain spaces. So you might be moving in a certain space where, like, this reminds me of, this might remind me of, this might remind you of your childhood home or something. And it doesn't have to make any sense as long as you can feel it and relive it and heal it and just enjoy it as well. Conflict resolution. I just heard, what conflict? Stay out of it, period. Yes, you were made for this. This is why a lot of you guys, you were in some sort of high position here. And I'm also just even heard, like, even though you're not getting paid enough or getting paid a lot, it is still a position of some sort of honor. Yeah, conflict resolution. A lot of you are in a positions where you deal with a lot of conflict resolution because you know how to do it right. You know how to do it in the most respectful ways to, consider all parties involved, and you just bring peace and balance into any situation. And this is why you are in these type of positions. Having a tunnel vision, this is for your own purpose, right? Remembering you're not getting lost in a sauce, remembering what is your true purpose here, and what are your side gigs to pay your rent and support your lifestyle, right? Don't get distracted by the BS. Remember who the F you are, period. Remember who the F you are. Just sit on it, okay? A lot of you guys have forgotten. You forgot who you are. They made you forget who you are. You gotta remember your strength. You gotta remember your origin. You gotta remember your purpose. And a lot of you guys need to start preparing for the next chapter, if you know what I mean. Remember why you started. Diving deeper into your purpose. The only constant is change. Yes, don't be afraid of change, The world is just a playground. It's easy. It's easy for you. You are connected to all-knowing God. You're connected to the Most High. This should be easy for you. I know it's not, but if you just, learn how not to take things personal, and learn how to observe and know where your boundaries stand, and know when it's BS and doesn't have anything to do with your purpose, and know when people are just acting out crazy, and when things don't make any sense, and when it's just unnecessary. And just remembering why you are there, what are you supporting with being there, why are you there? A lot of times you are there because you have to be, God put you there, but then also it is a gift, because with that, let's say, job or that situation, you can support something that is truly close to your heart, right? Personal growth lies within unknown. Courage lets you explore this space. Yes, and I'm getting that you have a lot of courage. You've never been afraid to, try out new things and to dive into unknown. I feel like things go a little bit better when you plan them. But yeah, don't be afraid to switch it up. You know, don't be afraid to switch it up. Lock in and study. Now, this is not going to be a quick scheme success. This is going to take some time. This is, for a lot of you guys, this will be a career transition, okay? And this will take from a year to 3, 4, hopefully not longer than that. This will take some time, you know, to study. Like, I would say just maybe dedicating a year and a half, 2 years to something that you really want to do, or you want to just test it out and try your boundaries and see how far you can go in that field. Like, really lock in and study, okay? Just get used to being bored. Get used to being bored and get excited about learning new things, and just know that this time this time will be paid off. You will get double for your trouble. You might need help with that. Yeah, you might need some sort of help with something. I don't know, this may be something legal related, maybe something health related, but you might need some sort of advocacy, some sort of help with something, okay? Like, you won't be able to figure this thing out by yourself. The secret is to never grow up, period. Yeah, what is real? Really feeling this out. What is real? What is sustainable, right? You will start seeing things clearly in solitude, period. You're turning on an extra gear. You're turning on an extra gear. You're actually moving forward in life, and this is amazing. Congratulations. You're doing an amazing job. It was not easy to get to this point, and you have so much courage, and you have so much help to back you up. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? Try not to, but don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? For a lot of you guys, this is a new situation, new life, right? And how else would you know unless you try it out, you know? Like, very successful people, you know, they fail so many times before they succeed. As super athletes, right? They fail so many times before they succeed. Practice makes perfect, okay? So much work to do, so little time, period. Get busy. Yep. Maintenance, clearing the energy. Maintenance, yeah, it's easy to get things, but it can be pretty difficult to keep up with all that, right? So one thing is, like, you know, keep getting that somebody is asking, why not me? Like, why all these people have all these things but not me? Let's say it's a nice car, it's a nice apartment, it's a big space, it's a family, it's a husband, it's kids, it's a high status job, you know. Be grateful for not having those things. Be grateful for not having those things yet, because I just seen 3, 3, 3, 3. Natural order, what I just heard. If God would give you all these things at once, you probably wouldn't know what to do with all that. You know what I mean? So God gives you just enough so that, you know, you can maintain and handle it. It's easy, sometimes easy to get things, but hard to keep them, right? Yeah, don't lose your childlike nature. Make sure that you're having fun. You advocate for those who have no voice, period. Yeah, we're living in some sort of simulation here. I had to look up simulation. It is an imitation of real world. A simulation is an imitation of a real world, so it is a constructed fake world, right? Matrix. What is Matrix? Our perceived reality as a controlled, simulated world. Matrix is our perceived reality as a controlled, simulated world. I just heard somebody say that's just funny. Locking in for the next 12 months. Yeah, you gotta forget about everything and just go for what really matters to you. You know what I mean? Really matters. You gotta move strategically here. You know, you gotta use your brain and make a plan, right? Write down your goals and take little steps towards your goals every single day. Yeah, you're stepping into your big girls, big boys shoes here. You are learning when to remove yourself from situations. You are learning when to be slow to speak. You're just observing. Here, look, God's gonna give you more because you wouldn't know what to do with it, period. Or you wouldn't have enough resources to keep up with the maintenance, you know what I mean? Let's say God gives you a big house, but then you cannot keep up with the utilities, for example, or a mortgage, or a cleaning, or the yard work, I don't know. Yeah, staying in the moment and working with what you have. Let's see what else. Watch for bad smells. Make sure that nothing smells bad in your homes, in your cars, around you. Feeling the shift of the energy. Yeah, clearing the energy, making sure the energy is always nice and clean and smells good. F your insecurities, just do it, period. Do it anyway. In spite of your insecurities, just go ahead and do it, okay? Yeah, mirror work is so important. I feel like people don't talk enough about mirror work. Mirror work, just looking yourself in the mirror and just understanding what's happening, right? Looking yourself deep in the eyes, watching yourself in the mirror, you know, observing your bodies, also taking selfies, taking pictures to really understand where you at right now, you know, in order to maybe improve and change it. Yeah, preparation for something major. Whatever comes, whatever comes, whatever goes, period. Yeah, making the best of it, literally working with what you have right now, making the best of it and having fun meanwhile as well. Not taking things so seriously. This is some sort of entry position that somebody is entering here. If you can survive this boot camp right here, you will be very successful in your next position. So I would say just do your work and don't say a thing. Just do what you need to do and don't say a thing. And just know that your next position is going to be twice as big. It's going to pay off twice as much, double for your trouble, right? I just heard for somebody, you're getting paid to learn. Music is therapy or exercise or whatever it is for you. And you decide. You always got to remember that it is you who decides, okay? You decide what makes you happy. You decide where you're going. It is you who decides, okay? You are in control. You are a captain of your ship. Living in the moment. Living in the moment came like 3 times today. Staying still, observing, right? And putting yourself first, like having healthy self-esteem, like having healthy, not even self-esteem, it's like boundaries, having healthy boundaries. And you guys are already so humble. I'm getting like earth angels, like you already so humble that sometimes you would have to learn how to just ignore some BS and put yourself first and be like, okay, I'm done, bye. I'm still gonna be happy regardless. And somebody here is in the need of constant dopamine rush. They don't know how to stay bored. They don't know how to find comfort in not having constant stimulation, I don't know how else to explain it. Somebody here is in a constant dopamine rush. So somebody may be scrolling all the time. They may be using something. They may be, I don't know, maybe driving too fast, whatever it is, right? Anyways, yeah, this is all I have for you guys. That's all the cards for this week. I hope this resonates. I hope you got something out of it. Obviously, it's not for everybody. Not all messages are going to resonate. I wish you best of luck with everything that you are doing, and just know you can. I love you so much, and God loves you so much more. Bye.